Hello, Nihat. I am here for very exciting news. We heard about Tetheva Therapy, and we know that you are the channeler and we can say founder of the Tetheva Therapy. First of all, I would like to know your journey as a healer, as an energy healer. How did you start?
Yeah, thank you very much for coming firstly. I have the education of political science and economy from Columbia University and high school education. I started my career as working in the international companies as a head dealer. And then, of course, in those times, I was always reading books and going to webinars for personal developments. And quietly, they used to say when I was in the age of 6 about my feelings that I was always telling my father, today you're going to meet that person with that name, today this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And after one or two experiences, he became quite suspicious, and he took me to some people, and they told me that it's something different, and it might be. And then after that, it continued happening, the feelings about the people, and then I started seeing some lights and some other colors all around. Of course, when I was in the age of 12, it was not so easy to tell to the friend in the school about what's happening to you. So being afraid that they're going to think that I'm a stranger, I chose to hide this, as I know that today, unfortunately, in many places of the planet, there are some golden children, and they're having these kinds of experiences, especially after 2000, and also because of being afraid that they're going to be a stranger, they're hiding. So now also, I do believe that Tetheva is going to remind them that they are really special and precious. So me then, after that, my father has a cancer, and I was with him through this 6 month time in the clinic and hospital. And at that time I was going to the services, visiting the patients, and I was trying to speak with them, to touch them where they were saying that they have very strong high pains. And after that they started reporting that their pains has gone away. And then after my father has passed away, I went back to my career as a head dealer, and then I decided to search for this, so about this healing and what's happening all around. And then some of my friends told me that they saw me in their dreams now with some other green clothes, and with touching people's places and bodies, and then they're getting healed. And after those kinds of things, once I went to the Egypt for a summer holiday with my mother, and then in Egypt, in Cairo, one of the lady has stopped me in the middle of the street and said, you have the message and the force of healing, so when you are thinking to activate it. So I just collected these kinds of things together, and it led me through research, and I started to have NLP lessons, and I became an NLP trainer and a master trainer also, and I started to make NLP therapies. During my NLP therapies, the people, they started feeling that there is some kinds of vibrations actually, and they were reporting the healings back to me. So it also aroused my emotion and my awakeness through that. And then I started continuing getting healing educations and seminars. And after that when I came back, one night I was awake, and one of my friends was together with me from the States also that night at home, and then we were speaking about healing and so on and the experiences, and he was like speaking and giving me some messages though. And then in one time I felt that the moment the time has stopped, and I started seeing a lot of lights around me, a lot of geometrical things, angels, and everything was around me, and they started speaking me. I was hearing some sounds, and they were saying to me, now the new vibrations have been activated through this moment, through in this body of Nihat, and now the planet is going to be healed truly, and the people, they know about Tetheva. it's going to arouse their feelings strongly, and they will be pulled to this Tetheva, and they are going to be healed. This is the new frequencies of the new century, and this is the healing frequency of millions stars away. This is not for this time, and now these healing frequencies have been activated in the planet. And of course, in that time they told me that my name is Era Tetheva, and this is going to be a Tetheva healing, and everybody is going to come through Tetheva, and we're going to reactivate their higher consciousness in all human reality. So after that experiences, I started to reach as much people as I can in this Tetheva healing, and then they gave back to me a lot of incredible reports, as we can say, miracles.
So what is Tetheva therapy exactly?
Yeah, Tetheva therapy is a kind of healing, but we can say in Tetheva therapy not only you are healed spiritually, mentally, emotionally and physically, but also it is carrying you to a new balance, so to a new vibration that our bodies, they know, but they are not aware, because as human beings we are not this body for sure. We are the lights and we are all vibrations, but because of this conditioned mind, we have forgotten what we were in reality. We have forgotten our essence. So Tetheva therapy is reminding ourselves that we are really lights, and we have to understand that all of us has a mission in this planet. Our aim is not to come here to live, let's say, averagely 70, 80 years, to feed ourselves, have a career and so on. Because right now, I do believe that most of the people in the planet, they are looking for their life purpose, and they are looking how they can serve to humanity. Now with Tetheva, this love and this unconditioned love is going to be activated, and everybody, they are going to feel their mission for life, and once they come and they have Tetheva therapy, they are going to be activated, and the outer world will not be the same for them anymore.
So can we call them like as a healing frequency?
We can call them, especially, it's not like an energy healing. It's something different than that, because we can say it's a new experienced high frequencies, healing frequencies. But the healing is not in the way that we do understand. It's not only for body healing or physical healing. It's also carrying to humanity to another state of consciousness, to a higher state of consciousness.
Also, is it able to be used as a healing frequency?
We can say it's a high healing frequencies.
I mean,
we
have
can
you
say.
ever worked on patients? What kind of illnesses have you ever experienced? Or
Yes. We have after this experience that I have seen all the lights and these geometrical angles all around. They gave me, of course, lessons and directions to use how to apply these high frequencies, and then I have been directed through, and I applied to many people till today. It could be more than 1,000. So they all reported back to me with very incredible healings, like the cancers, the tumors has vanished, and the people, the psychological illnesses has gone away. Normally the epilepsy, MS and those kinds of illnesses, also Alzheimer and Parkinson, those kinds of serious illnesses have disappeared till today. So I can say, the people, they do say to me, is it an alternative healing or alternative treatment? I do say, knowing that the mind is not ready for that. It's a helping treatment, let's say, in a modern medical way. So we can say it's a helping treatment, knowing that the human body does not need anything outside to heal itself. because the wisdom is there. So the Tetheva is just activating this wisdom of the subconsciousness to heal the body and the soul at the same time, also in the mental way.
So how do the patients feel during the session?
Yeah.
What do they do?
Yeah, normally.
Are they hypnotized?
Yeah, of course. They're not hypnotized because it's just we can say that it's very light transmission. So they don't get hypnotized, and they just get to the frequency gets to alpha in their mind, and like before we sleep, how we feel. So I don't make hypnotherapy. It's totally different than hypnotherapy. They just lie in the therapy table. And then it takes between 45 to 60 minutes, and then after that they just feel it. These frequencies, they feel it. It's totally different than the other energy healing techniques, because Tetheva therapy is not a technique though. It is something different, because in techniques, just imagine a huge, wide healing frequency ocean. All those other techniques, they're like small ships in the ocean. Of course, they do very good things for the humanity, and their intention is very holy, so I do appreciate all of them. In addition to that, Tetheva therapy is the ocean. It does not need any technique, it does not need any directions or anything else to activate. So it takes you from the ship directly just to the ocean, to the healing ocean with the high healing frequencies, and the patient there is just experiencing his or her own experiencing, or in what ways he or she should be healed. The healing is coming in this way, either in spiritual way, in mental way, in emotional way, and the physical way at the same time, because it's timeless. And because of its timeless, the healing comes at that specific time. What do I mean when I say it's timeless? Because the people with the mind conditioned, they go to the doctors, which of course should be, and thinking that there has to pass some time to get healed, or to get better, or to get rid of this illness. But in Tetheva therapy, it's activating the timelessness of the universe. So
I was going to ask for this. How do they feel just right after they had the
session?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. After the session, because of they're not hypnotized, they just wake up, and then when they stand up, they just think it's totally different, because it's a journey. It's an individual journey for everybody. So they do feel different things and experiences. Some of them they see lights, they see some angels, and either I don't get any report from them before the session. What I mean, I don't speak with them longer, and I just explain them the journey a little bit, but I don't ask them about their illnesses or about the problems or anything. So in these sessions, they say that, because I don't know, that they had problems in their legs and somebody has touched them, or some blanket has been covered to these places that they had illnesses, and somebody has just took bread with them around, and they see some light. So it's totally different. But of course, in any case, I do say that some patients, you don't have to experience those kinds of things. The fact is, you are in the healing frequency ocean. Either you see something, you don't see something, doesn't matter. It activates your healing frequencies, and they're just activated, and from that moment you are healed, which this part is very important for us actually.
So do you have a plan to spread this healing technique, or you call it something else, this energy all around the world? Do you intend to have trainees, students?
Yeah, this is very important, because the message has come to me that in the planet, this light is hidden in everybody. So it is not only just me who can do it. That's why we are training people about Tetheva therapy, just to make it more widespread and to expand in all parts of the planet. And because this Tetheva therapy is going to carry their consciousness to the higher level. And also this is the important part. For the ones I know, for the souls I know, they have fight a lot in this life just to get to seek the reality of their soul. But with the mind, they cannot get this reality. So the Tetheva is activating what? The Tetheva is activating them from knowingness to beingness. So now they're going to be activated to be, just to be this infinity. And they will remember their real essence. And their real essence is going to activate them, and they will always be connected. So that's why it's a call to all around the world, everybody that has worked a lot and fight a lot till today to get the reality. Now it's time for them to get out of the prison of their mind. Just come and release, and you will see that like a puzzle, everything will be reasonable for you and meaningful. So this is just to feel the fulfillment and to feel that you are full. This is not only the healing of spiritual, mental, emotional or physical way. This is the healing of totality. And this is a call for all souls now. Just come to here. This is activated in here, in Istanbul, Turkey. I'm waiting for you here because I know you're looking and you're searching for the truth of your soul. Now it's time for you. Come here and be healed and heal others. First, you are going to heal your soul and be just, you will step from knowing to being. And when you're aware of that, a lot of souls will be saved through you. I'm waiting, all of you here. I'm waiting. Your souls, they're going to hear me. They will hear this taste, and I'm waiting for that. I'm here in this body of Nihat, as a Tetheva, from millions of stars away, just to activate these high frequencies in this planet, and I want to do my mission as much as you are willing. Now you will taste this. I know many of you has already tasted this. So come to the region. This is the region of this tastement. Come to activate your soul. And then you will see that Tetheva is totally different than the other energy healing techniques like Reiki, Beijing, Qigong, or all others. I do appreciate all of them, but it's totally different than that. It's
Wonderful.
totally different than
Thank
that.
you for sharing. Do you have anything to add about Tetheva Therapy?
Tetheva Therapy is bringing to humanity to another higher consciousness which they do belong to. It is going to activate these forces in them, and their mental prison is going to be released. So they have to be here, because I know many souls, they're waiting for this call, and now I'm activating my mission and making this call for them. Just come to here, because your souls, they know Tetheva. They know their essence. Now it's time for them to come here, to have a little session, to be activated. And for the ones I know, they're going to be so willing to be a Tetheva trainer. And after that, they're going to carry this mission to their lands, to their countries, just to activate the people, the human beings. Now it's time for you just to step away of your mind and to activate your soul. You know what I mean. The ones they do watch this video. They know what I mean. They have taken this taste. Now it's time for you to come here. I am here. I am here in this body of Nihates Era Tetheva, and I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I do thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for coming and asking these questions to help people to be aware of the frequencies which hasn't been experienced in the planet before. Thank you. Thank you very much.